Okay, thank you very much, the viewers of Get a Global Educational Tube. We are coming now with the spoken English topic. Our topic is permission. Ways of asking permission, giving permission, and refusing permission. There are three ways. When we are giving or asking permission, there are some steps of asking permission. How we ask permission a person. For example, you are a worker at a given organization. You are going to ask your manager. You are a student at school. You are going to ask a permission your teacher. You are a boy or a son or a daughter at a home. You are going to ask a permission your dad or mom. So there are ways of asking permission. We are going to ask or begin with these words. We can begin with the word may. May and might is parts of modal verbs. Can is also part of modal verbs. Could is also part of modal verbs. Do is helping verb from the verb to do. Is main verb. So we are going to use these modal verbs while we are asking permissions in English. May I go out? A student in the classroom, for example, if he wants to go to toilet, he can ask, may I go toilet? Or may I go out? This is asking permission. He can use also the verb can. Can I open the window? Can I use your pen, please? Can I use your pencil sharpener, please? This is a good way of asking question. Or the other way is parts of can, could. Could is a past form of can. Could I switch on the television? Could I sit by your side? In the classroom, maybe. Could, once I make a telephone call by using your mobile cell phone, this is a way of asking permission. The other one is, do you mind? When a person is not going to be hesitate, or when you are very afraid, when you are giving priority for that individual, you can begin by saying, do you mind if I open the window? Do you mind if I use your telephone? Do you mind if I use your umbrella? Do you mind if I sit by your side? You are asking like this one. Is it all right if I use your pen? Is it all right if I take your car for one day? Is it all right if I go to the supermarket? Can I ask you something? Sometimes kids and children ask their parents such like questions, yes, if they want to watch television, if they want to play games, if they want to play football, if they want to play basketball in the fields or in the compound of their home, they begin with this kind of a good respect way of asking permission and question. That is, can I ask you something? When we grant permission, what words we are going to use? For example, may I go out? For a person that asks you, if you are going to give him a permission or grant him, your answer is probably yes. Or you can say, can I use your pen? Go ahead, use it. Right by using my pen, you are going to give him a permission or granting him. If that person use, do you mind if I open the window? Or would you mind if I open the window? You can say, not at all. I don't mind, you can say. I don't mind means you became positive for that person. Your response is a positive response for that individual. Yes, of course, I don't mind for the person that asks by, do you mind? Do you mind if I use your pen? I don't mind. Use it, you can say. That you are granting the permission or giving a permission for that individual or person. On letter C, or the third portion that we are going to see here, refusing permission. How we are refusing a permission? That means we are not okay or giving a permit for that individual. In such like situation, no, I'm afraid not, you can say. Would you mind if you join us on my birthday celebration the coming Sunday? Your answer should be, no, I am afraid not. I have another appointment. I have an appointment with my grandmother at Adama town. I want to visit her. Your answer is like that one. Or you can say, no, of course not. Yes, I would mind for a person that asks, would you mind if I open the window? Yes, I would mind. A wind is coming or entering into my home. I'm going to getting a cold, so that is very difficult for me. You can say, I do mind, or I would mind, you can say. This is the conversation part of the permission section. Under number 1, you are going to take parts by part A and B. You can be part A, your brother or your sister or your neighbor or your classmate or your partner can be B. You can play and take turns and practice this one again and again. Can I use your dictionary, please? Sure, you can. You can be again A and you can be B. Can I use your telephone? Can I use your pencil sharpener? May I use your umbrella, please? Your answer can be sure you can. If you are not going to give that option for that person, you can say no, of course not. When you come to number two, again, it's a conversation in between part A and B. You can say A, Abebe, B, Bekele, or you can say for A, John, B for Jane, between John and Jane. John says, for example, do you mind if I open the door? No, of course not. This is the answer for the permission generally given. Between student and the teacher. Student, can I take a day off? Teacher, when? Student, tomorrow. What for? I have to see a doctor. I have a check-up. Teacher, you can. Thank you, teacher. They are making a response in between them like this one. You can replace this one between a driver and a ticketer, between the captain and the hostess, between the hotel manager and the waiter or waitress, between the actor and the actress. You can replace it. You can substitute everything by your own when you master the level of the language into advanced level and higher peak of fluency. The third one, what we are going to see is substitution drills. These substitution drills are very important. When you recite, when you memorize again and again, you are going to master the language without any problem in general, yes. You can say, for example, may I close the window? Can I sit by your side? Do you mind if I open the door? May I use your telephone, please? Can I go to home early? Do you mind if I lend you a car for a day? Repeat it again and again. Say it again and again. When you say again and again, lastly or at the end, you are going to master. The ancient Greek philosophers were very well known by recitation. Even in the past time, in the medieval time, language, especially grammar, was learned, or language by itself was learned by recitation, by saying again and again. You can say, yes, of course, certainly, no, of course not, no, I don't mind. This is when you are granting or when you give a permission for an individual. For example, if that person, may I close the window? When you grant a permission, you can say, yes, of course, close it, that means. Or if a person says, can I sit by your side? Certainly, don't worry. There is a place here. You can sit. Look, you are granting a permission. But here in the third place, you are refusing the permission. No, I'm sorry, you can't. Yes, I do mind. Yes, I would mind. No, it isn't all right. Okay, generally, the topic in the spoken section that we have seen together is permission. Permission is one way of the daily interaction in our language studies and language classes. So use the word may, can, could, do you mind, that, even would, yes. Would you mind? That's the best way. Thank you, viewers, for watching this tube. Subscribe, share, and like it, and even offer other person and invite them to join our tube to get a very good lesson in English. You lastly master and becoming a fluent and accurate speaker of the language. Thank you for watching us.